angels willing to hold us in their arms. When our worth was stone, our ashes, and we both passed on. Let forever mean forever and carry on.
Okay, so I'm going to give the one-handed fire challenge a shot. So, first off, I apologize if you hear dogs barking and everything in the background. Absolutely no control over that. Right as I came out to do the video, it is what it is. But anyway, so I'm going to try to do this truly one-handed. Now, mind you, if I'm out in the sticks, I am likely going to have my fire kits on me. Okay, I'm doing this under the consideration that I do not have a lot of the things with me that I would normally have with me, or that I've run out of them, or that I'm trying to conserve them, like my Vaseline cotton balls and whatnot. All of our little goodies as preppers that we try to have. So keep that in mind. I'm trying to use pretty much as much all kind of natural kind of stuff as I can. So with that, let me go ahead and show you what I plan to use here. First off, I have a ferro rod that I carry with me everywhere on my keys, okay? So, we've got a ferro rod. I am going to work with that. And I'm going to use this striker here because it's a much better striker. And I'm going to use a pocket bellow, okay? Now, the thing is, with the pocket bellow, it's going to be the trick, and I haven't tried to do this yet off camera. The trick is going to be extending this thing with one hand, because I'm truly going to do this with one hand. So I'll try to get this all extended out here. Again, this is stuff that's in my fire kit, so I'm very unlikely that I would be out in the sticks without it in a survival situation. Let me get this all extended out here with one hand. Getting a little trickier up here at the top. And it would probably do just fine as it is, but somebody's got carpal tunnel, it makes for a little bit of a challenge. Okay. So I've got my pocket bellow extended. I'm going to set that off to the side here. And I've got a few different methods I'm going to show you, but as far as the one-handed trick, really kind of only going to do one, possibly two, because I believe it's called a Rudiger roll. Some people call them fire rolls, but I'll be showing you that trick too, which is an easy one-handed way of doing it. The only thing is the two components that you need to have that for that Rudiger roll is cotton ball and wood ash, which wood ash is easy enough to carry around. Here's a baggie of it here, and big shout out to EvilEvilRick. All of my fire kit stuff is a result of him, direct result of him. By the way, in the video description I will give you two links. The first link I will give you is the link to Let's Talk About Prepping. He's the one that that did the original one-handed challenge that I had seen. So I'll put his link down in the description, and I will also put in the link to a video for EvilEvilRick that went out this weekend. I had said for folks this weekend to go out and practice some skill, like start a fire. And so he did just that. He went out and he started fires multiple different ways. So hats off to him. I hope others have done that as well. So very important life-saving skill is being able to start a fire. One-handed could be important, you know, could be very, very important. The sun's gone away. My original thing that I was going to do was going to use a Fresnel lens one-handed, okay, but because of the sun behind the clouds right now, and EvilEvilRick had used the Fresnel lens in his video, so I'm gonna go about it the old school way here. Now, preparation is always huge, right, in a lot of things. So let me get this centered up on what I believe to be about the center of the camera here. Preparation is huge. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay my ferrule rod. Should be about center on the screen for you. I can't see the screen from this side, so I'm going to step my foot on it because I've only got one hand, right? Center that up again a little bit. I'm going to stick a foot on it. Preparation is key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scrape off a fair amount, and try not to light it. I'm going to scrape off a fair amount of this here, okay, and get it on this wood, trying not to ignite it. And see, I just ignited it all. You can see the importance of the pile that I'm piling up here, because that will come into play very much here in a moment. Okay, now I'm going to do is take some fat wood. That is something you can find naturally, so that counts, right? And likewise, I'm going to use my same fire scraper. And you could use your knife to do this as well, which might work a little better, I don't know. We'll find out. Knife also compliments of EvilEvilRick. Thank you, sir. So again, preparation is key. Tell you what though, my problems with carpal tunnel and stuff, it does make for a pretty good challenge. I'm going to turn this around here. I've got a little more room. That way I can kind of fling my getting a lot of it a lot of other places in my wood. So this is not something that I tried beforehand. This is my first round at it. I am going to use my one hand to brace a little bit. I do have carpal tunnel. Let's see what kind of a pile we got going on here. Crumple them up good. want to have everything ready to go. It's probably not, they're not the driest sleeves in the world. But I don't think that will much matter. So we turn this block around again. And this, you could use a rock, or you could, you know, baton a piece of wood into or whatever and have a flat surface to work on. So it's not like it's unreasonable to have a flat surface to work on. Okay. Now we're going to lay our ferro rod on there like that. Going to get our pocket bellow ready. That sucks. I don't think it'll take a lot though. I really don't think it'll take a lot. That would be one-handed fire number 1. Simple enough. Well, it was lit. I blew it out with a pocket bellow. But, as you can see, one-handed fire, fire number 1. Alrighty, intermission over, back to fire. Okay, now it's time to do the flint and steel. So, this is not lit. As you can tell, not lit. I'm not quite so good at a flint and steel. But my battery ran dead. I already did this once. My battery ran dead on my camera, so I'm doing it again. But I didn't even realize it was lit the first time. Nope. Thought I saw a pretty good coal land on it, or a pretty good spark land on it. I don't know why I called it a coal, but find me a little better surface here if I can. right this way. Almost. Sorry for the bark. Oops. Got my knuckles that time. And of course, the second time, I didn't have too bad of a time the first time getting it. Of course, my battery ran dead, so the second time, it's gonna be a nightmare. I'm getting plenty of spark, just not going in the right place. Got it. And now I'm going to cut off a piece. And I should have had my leaves, I forgot to do that. I should have had my leaves ready. So we'll try to do that real quick. So close to a bar. Okay, so fail there because I'd have to start over again and do that all over again. Even though I still do got flame on that. So if I would have my leaves better prepared, better broke up, in a little tighter bird's nest, so to speak, it would have probably lit fine. But that is what it is. Let me go ahead and show you this other way here so I can get done. The problem with what I just did is, okay, I cut this off, okay? So now I don't have a charred wick. So how am I going to light that if I don't have a lighter? See what I'm saying? So that's not the best plan in case something happens and you don't get your fire lit like I did. It's not the best plan, not the best way to go about it. So anyway, that's a good lesson to learn with that. But I was very close to fire, as you've seen, very, very close to fire. Had I had some fat wood or something like that shaved off and ready to go, that fire would have been a non-issue. So, but I was trying to do it with just leaves, and as Evil says in his video, leaves are not the best fire starting material. So let's go, and I believe it's called a Rudiger roll, okay? So what we're going to do here, I was amazed. At first I thought this was a gimmick, to be honest. So you take a regular cotton ball, it's got to be 100% cotton, and you try to find the end of it. And sometimes that can be tricky, especially if they've been smashed like ours have. You try to find the end of it. The idea is you just want to unroll some, right? Get it to unroll. There you go. And you're gonna, kind of fluff it out just a little bit, not a lot. And what I'm going to do is, because you only need about half of this, I'm going to pull this off. Set that down like that. And this, and I really thought there was a gimmick to this, but there's not. There's no gimmick to this. This is just regular wood ash. So like, when you make a fire and you have ash left over, you save the ash. Just regular wood ash. And that's overkill right there. That's more than you even need, right? And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to roll this up as tight as you can get it, okay? Roll it up just as tight as you can get it. Remember, just cotton ball, 100% cotton, wood ash. Okay? And you can roll it through the remaining wood ash that's on the board if you'd like. Okay. See that? Now watch. I'm going to take another board, and if you batoned a piece of wood in two out in the sticks, this would work. And I'm just going to apply a pretty good amount of pressure, and I'm going to roll in one direction. I'm going to do this several times. I want to get this real nice and tight. By the way, that's my workplace injury there, Evil, from Flint and Steel. So I hope OSHA doesn't see this. Be a big investigation. I'll have to file workman comp claims. No more good times. So there you go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll this back and forth probably about 20 times with a lot of pressure and as quickly as I can. The idea is to keep everything straight. I'm sure you see the smoke. There you go. if I wouldn't have blew on it so quick, it's still burning, it's still hot. But there you go. Cotton ball and wood ash. Yet another way to start a fire out in the sticks, carrying minimal things. Right? You can carry a little bottle full of wood ash or a little baggie full of wood ash. And cotton balls don't take up any room, you know. These are right from Dollar Tree, so they're not expensive. So cotton balls, even without Vaseline, with a little bit of, it's still burning, with a little bit of wood ash, and you can light a fire as well. So important life-saving skills. If you have not taken up the challenge this weekend, and I'm not even saying the one-handed challenge, if you haven't taken up the challenge this weekend to go build a fire, and you're not, you know, it's not a skill that you're good at or that you're used to doing, get out there and build a fire. So, again, I'm sorry for all the barking. I can't control that. I thank you for watching. As always, God bless you. We love you, and be one with your spirit.